it's a double-edged sword. You know, a lot of artists aren't getting paid full scale for their art, and the internet, because of downloading and things like that, is kind of like a black hole, and it's hard to audit, it's hard to get accounting, and it's not that it's just about the money, but it's about justice and fairness. And when people say that they love you and they respect you, but at the same time take, 80% of your earnings, then expect you to fix your own communities, and they'll probably edit all of this out, but...
Notice how I say they. When Prince said they, who do y'all think he was talking about? Who do y'all think he was talking about? They gonna edit this out. They don't want this information getting out.
That's the sharp part of the sword, and we're at the wrong end of it right now. So eventually, with courageous people going out there and actually saying something and standing up for it, I think we'll get some balance. I know the industry isn't being run by musicians, so it's being run by accountants and lawyers.
Y'all hear what he said? The music industry isn't being ran by musicians. Let's rewind that. Let me shut my mouth so y'all can hear.
Music industry isn't being run by musicians, so it's being run by accountants and lawyers. So I don't know if they'd know real music if they heard it. What they're looking for is acts that are going to make the most money for them. So you'll see all kind of little gimmicks, so to speak. And ultimately, real music is just about a microphone and a spotlight. If you can get over like that and bring the special effects within your body, then I think you're gonna have a lot longer career.
Talk to me a little bit about the role of music labels today and how that role is changing with time.
Well, for real artists such as myself, I'm trying to make a career out of this. So I don't want to just have one album and then out of here.
Notice how Prince said he's a real artist. That nigga, hey, that's way before my time, but I'm a music fan. I'm just going through all the interviews and songs. Prince is that nigga. Prince is a nigga. Rebellious. He's witty. He loves to shoot his shot. He's very arrogant, but it's just because of his contribution to music, his love for music, and his love for people. From how I'm seeing it. But yeah, he's talking that talk. Let's continue.
That's what a lot of young acts are about these days, and the record companies are cool with that because then they kind of get a disposable, quick fix off these young acts and then move on to the next one. They also don't have to make any long-term deals, which means that the act is going to make a great deal more money than just coming out with their first record. The situation I have with Sony is unique in the sense that they respect my career, and they understand that it's important that we own the work, so there isn't an issue about that.
How do you advise young talent when they come in and want to get into the music industry?
It depends on what it is they're trying to achieve. If you talk to a lot of kids now, they're
Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV, where everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is music related. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Pass me around Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms, and y'all know how I feel about my chizzing. If you guys like to support the channel, Cash App, $Maka US. Also, check out my website, 250gemstones.com.co. Prince. Did y'all see them videos? How Prince is exposing the music industry? This topic doesn't really it will always be fascinating because the way they deliver the persona of being an artist, Rolls Royces, no matter what genre, country, pop, hip hop, rap, whatever. You make good music, you get with a company, hopefully you can get with a company, and they'll showcase you around the world, and while you're working hard displaying your art that you created, you get compensated, nicely compensated. Type of money that can change your life, a type of money to where you can get some respect from your girlfriend. That's the type of money I want. I want to get so much money she had no choice but to respect me. On the days I don't even take a shower, she got to respect me. Look at that bank account. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. I don't know any artist that's mainstream that has sole control of the creativity. Before we get to the money, let's talk about creativity. From what I'm gathering from all these different sources, they have their own writers. The music labels have their own writers. If you have your own writers, first of all, why do you need an artist? I'm trying to figure out why they need an artist. They have their own writers because they're just writers that they don't want to promote. See, these writers, they're in with the music company. They sit around these big, beautiful offices. Everything's all set up. They're behind the scenes. They write and just give it to the artists because they ain't the ones parading around and going on shows. It's hard work. You got to travel. You got to do this. Time away from their family. Time away from other things they want to do. So they say, hey, I'll just be a writer. And I write some of the most atrocious lyrics I can think of. We'll give it to an artist and let the artist project these words, project this image, project this perspective out into the masses. So the music labels, I'm an artist. Why the hell? I couldn't see myself as a real artist having somebody else write my rhymes or having somebody else write my lyrics. Well, if you already got your writers, that kind of diminishes an artist because the whole point of art is to create. So when you get to the music label, before you make the deal, we already got everything set up. So a lot of people go into the music deals thinking that they can put what they want to have on their heart and their mind, and the music label is going to support them and push it. No. So what I'm trying to say, you don't even get a chance to put out your own work. Somebody, the company, dictates how you're going to create. And it's even to the point to where not only are they going to dictate how you're going to create, they don't even want to know what you got to say. They don't even want to know what's on your heart, on your soul. They have somebody already in place that's going to do that for you. You just the face. An artist right now is just the face. Prince talked about longevity, and I think both the videos he kept talking about longevity. And I think that's important because he's not just talking about the money. He's talking about the mindset of a success. He said, I'm a real artist. I like how Prince threw that out there. I am a real artist, meaning he said music is his love. He wants to make this his profession. He's talented, playing an instrument. I think Prince plays 9 instruments. So the music part, creative part, whereas it's hard for other people to write, it's hard for other people to play instruments, it's easy for him. So because the skills come easy for him, and he loves what he's doing, he said, I should get compensated. Name a profession where you're highly skilled and you have experience in it and you don't get compensated. What's the word I'm looking for? You don't get highly compensated for your expertise and skills. Of course, a musician is not a doctor. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying playing an instrument is not easy. Playing 9 instruments is definitely not easy. So when you look at the realm of longevity, Prince is talking about he want to be around. He's talking about building legacies. And in the other video, he was talking about how these music labels, they just getting folks and pretty much getting that quick flip. That quick flip. They get an artist. They already have everything in set. You gotta remember these people been writing a whole bunch of songs. Whoever's writing these ghostwriters are hired by the music label. So all these ghostwriters, hey, just give me a face. Just give me somebody that's willing to accept how we do things. Willing to push the agenda that we're pushing. Willing to work for nothing. Willing to suppress their entrepreneurial mindset. Meaning that I'm an entrepreneur, tap into the music. I want to tap into different industries. I'm trying to get the money all different ways, right? Which I think everybody should. At least two ways. Working 2 jobs, whatever you got to do to get it, baby. You know what I'm saying? But as an entrepreneur, I want my piece of the pie. They don't want you thinking like that. They just want a face. They just want a face, and for a short term. That's why a lot of these artists,
make 1 or 2 albums. Hell, you lucky if you get to 2. Make 1 album, they give you your money and go. But here's the thing, the money that they give you, you still in debt. They say if your album slams, they say you got 2 albums that slam and it's sold a lot or it's highly streaming, you know, all that goes to the music industry. So what was the freaking point of me getting involved? I can't create how I want to create, and I'm not getting paid. So I'm curious. Y'all let me know. I'm curious to see why would anybody want to sign to a major if you can't create and you can't get the cake. You cannot create and you cannot get the cake. They're getting all of it. Now, technology, they touched on technology. I think me loving music, I love the fact that I can just, at any time, I can record when I want. I can put up a video anytime I want without a label. Now, of course, it won't get the exposure. See, a lot of people, real quick, why do people want to sign to a major if they can't create how they want to create and they're not getting paid? Clout. A lot of people want clout. A lot of people want clout. I think that's the main thing. Clout. Attention is more appealing than the money. I don't know where they do that at. I don't know. That doesn't work for me. I need some money. They saying that attention, just like Jada Pinkett Smith, she already got millions and millions. See, when you gotta think of it like this, a lot of people, they don't have. So when you do have, most people don't know what it feels like to have. I mean, beyond what you need. So we can't fathom, if you got everything you need, why are you doing all this stuff? Because their bills are paid. How many people you know where all their bills are paid and they got a surplus of money? They got extra money that's laying around. How many people, and they never have to worry about bills the rest of their life? Now, that's what I'm saying. The struggle keeps you down here, but once you get over that hump, it's a whole new you. You want to try different things. You want to travel. You want to buy this and buy that. It's a different mentality because all my bills are paid. Now I get to tap into other parts of me, and I'm not just always thinking about bills. Keep you in this little box. So I understand it's a different perspective why people with money want clout, or why poor. Now I understand why a rich person want clout because they have everything. They want more. You know, they just want the fame. They want to be notarized. They want to be. I think all human beings want that recognition, clout, whatever you want to call it. Now, why a poor person would choose clout over money, I have no idea. Y'all help me out. Why would a poor person choose clout over money? I understand why rich people do it, but going back to technology, the artists today, you can create when you want. You can build your own fan base how you want. You can even partner up with other folks, get you a team. Y'all all put your money, people that believe in your dream. You get the funds from here, get the funds from here. Y'all can do projects and you can release anytime you want, however much you want. That's a beautiful thing I like about all the distributors, music distributors. You can just, like I said, distribute YouTube. Your music is on all the platforms. They put your music on all the platforms anyway. Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Your music goes into the whole world. But even though your music is out there, you still need the machine. You still need to push to get you on the red carpet, to get your name on the magazines, to get your name on websites, to get your names on merch, to get your name. So that costs a lot of money to get your song. You gotta remember, there's billions of songs out there, millions and billions of songs. How did that person's specific song get on the radio? Out of all the people that are singing and talented, they did something. They know something. They knew somebody. You got to be plugged in with the industry. There's a lot of things, just like with life, you got to be networked. You got to be connected. But at the same time, a lot of 95% of the people, probably 97, would never even sign to a major. So that's why I think this outlet to where people can upload this technology on YouTube, I think it's great that people can just be independent. But here's the thing, like I said, the revenue won't come in. That's why you got to really put in that grind and build yourself up. You can literally build yourself up if you put in the grind and work. That's what I like about technology. Now, Prince was talking about in the time, this was some few years ago. This was before YouTube. I think when people were stealing CDs and burning them. Yes, niggas was burning. Niggas was burning CDs. So these people work hard for their craft. They don't get paid much. Like I said, Prince, he has to pay all these people, managers, lawyers, travel manager. You got to pay the majors off top. You got to pay stylists. You got to pay all these people dipping into your money, and then your music is burned. They're stealing the music. They download your music, put it on the CD, and everybody in the hood got your music. And every CD that was sold, you never even got a piece of that. That's when the earlier stages of technology. So, but what's worse, people burning your music and you never get a piece of it, or you can legitimately upload your own music, but they paying you a fraction of a penny. So it really comes out the same unless you really want to put in the ground. But I still think it's better that you get in some compensation, because like I said, this is far better. The technology that we have today, in my opinion, is much better because you can build a fan base. You can interact with your fans. You can design your own merch, upload, go to a website, get your e-commerce, get your wardrobe, pay somebody to do the artwork for your shirts, get it going, using your mouth to get some of this. But y'all flood my comments. How do y'all feel about what Prince said about the music industry? 250 Roots in Music TV. I'm gone.